Namaste bachcho, class 11 science, work power energy continues in the part 2. We are going to discuss energy, types of energy, forms of energy, derivation of the different types of energy like the gravitation potential energy, elastic potential energy, kinetic energy, work energy theorem, and relation between kinetic energy and the linear momentum.
Now comes to the energy. After the work, basic idea of the work done, then comes the energy. Energy is the capacity or ability or efficiency to do work. Capacity or ability to or efficiency to do work means work and energy are very much similar, or we can say the two faces of the same coin. If a person is having more energy, he can do more work. If a person is having less energy, that means he has to do, or he is doing less work, you can say. So both are work and energy are very much related, or the two faces of the same coin, as I told you. Now energy are of different forms that we are not going to discuss. Potential kinds of energy and the different forms of energy: electrical energy, magnetic energy, electromagnetic energy, sound energy, light energy. These are there. But whatever the things which you have to go through it are the kinds of the energy. So mainly there are three kinds of energy. Basic part of the energy. First one, three kinds means first kind is your potential energy. Second is your kinetic energy. Third is your mechanical energy. Potential, kinetic and mechanical. Mechanical means mechanical is not different, but the potential energy, some of the potential energy and the kinetic energy is the mechanical energy. Right? A particular object is having both potential as well as kinetic, like a flying bird, flying aeroplane. Height is also there and movement is also there. And what is the meaning of the potential energy? Potential energy is the energy possessed. I am not writing the definition, but you have to remember, very simple, energy possessed by the body due to its position or deformation in the body is the potential energy. Due to its position and deformation or strain. Another name of is your strain on the object. Position, and better is to write or. Energy possessed on the object due to its position as well as another form, the deformation or strain on the object. Like for example, what is the meaning of the position and the deformation? For example, if we are talking about the position, here the one object is there lying on the ground, and I am taking this object to a certain height here, h height. So if the position changes, height changes, height increases, so potential energy stored. Which potential energy? That is known as the gravitational potential energy. Gravitational potential energy. Position changes. And here the second part is that deformation or the strain on the object. Say here we are having a spring, and I am applying the force here, and spring elongates. Applying the force here and spring elongates. The position of spring increases. Means length increases. It elongates. As the length increases, so as the length increases, so this is the deformation or strain. So energy stored in the string is your elastic potential energy. Elastic potential energy. So if it is elongated, or we can compress it also. If the spring is compressed, then also the elastic potential energy is being stored. So these two forms of energies are there, which are the potential energy. We are going to discuss later on these two, and finding the formula of finding the gravitational potential energy and elastic potential energy. Right? Kinetic energy. Energy pauses due to its motion. Due to its motion. Energy pauses on the object due to its motion. Like one car is moving. Car is moving, and during this moving course, or during the course of movement, the energy of the car is the kinetic energy. Energy possessed by the car during its motion is your kinetic energy. When any object moves, is having the kinetic energy. And mechanical, as I told you, the sum of the potential and the kinetic energy. Now come on to the how to derive the value or the formula of the potential energy and the kinetic energy. Potential means the gravitational potential energy and the elastic potential energy. Okay. Now the derivation of the potential energy. First one is their gravitational potential energy. And the gravitational potential energy is stored by virtue of its position, above the surface of the earth. Above the surface of the earth. Say for example, this is the earth surface, there is the ground. One ball is kept here. One ball is there, and I am taking this ball and kept it just on the top of the wall. Here the wall is there, and height I have taken to the h height. That is the displacement. The ball is taken to this particular way, so the displacement is also in this direction. So when the displacement is in this direction, so definitely one force is acting. That is the mass and the g, that is the weight, is acting in this way. Weight is acting in this way. That is what weight is, what the force. So displacement is this direction and weight is in this direction. Weight is the force. So here our purpose is to find the gravitational potential energy. So definitely work done. Any kind of energy whenever we are going to find out, we have to find the work done. So work done is equal to F dot S, best definition. Force, which force is acting on the ball? That is the gravitational force, M into G, into S. S is the total displacement, how much displaced, that is the H, into cos of angle is 180 degree. Cos 180 degree. The cos 180 is minus 1. So it is minus mgh. So work done is equal to minus mgh. This minus sign indicates that energy is being stored. Energy is being stored. So we can write the gravitational potential energy. Its value is m into g into h. Negative sign comes means it symbolizes that energy is being stored in the object. So that is your gravitation potential energy m into g into h, where m is the mass of the object, g is the acceleration due to gravity, and h is the height or the displacement of the object. Now comes to the point of the number 2. This is number 1, gravitation potential energy. Number 2 is your elastic potential energy. Elastic potential energy. Say elastic potential energy is the energy possessed by virtue of its a deformation or deformed shape is the elastic potential energy. Means strain on object or elongation or compression on the object. Like for example, if I am going to take the spring case of the spring, here say I am taking one spring and one block is attached. This is the initial position. Means here initial equilibrium position. So x is equal to 0 initial. Now I am applying the force. F force is applied. Then its a position is going to be changed. It elongates, it goes up and then goes to longer distance. That block comes here. So that was the original initial position. Let this particular distance by which the spring elongates is your x, right? And when we are going to release it, then it compresses. The block, say it comes here. This is also x distance. Then, so here the elongation is there, here the compression. Elongation, compression. Now, as we are going to, just to see, when we are going to apply the force on this block in this direction. So, if after removal of the force, what happens? One kind of force comes into act automatically inside the material of the spring, and that force is trying to restore its position. That is known as the restoring force. Restoring force that comes due to its elasticity of the material. A restoring force automatically comes inside the material. So that force, say the restoring force Fr, is directly proportional to the displacement and negative of the displacement. कितना आगे बढ़ा है उस पर डिपेंड करता है. And why the negative? Negative sign indicates that this deforming force, restoring force is active. If the restoring force is acting in this way, displacement is this way. So as the direction of F and X are opposite, so the negative sign is there. That you remember. So F becomes, if I am going to remove the direct opposition sign, I have to place a constant here. One customary is there that we have to use small k into x, where k is a spring constant. K is known as a spring constant. K is the spring constant. So that is the force. Restoring force we have find out. Now comes to the point. Now just to see, here I have applied the F force, and here F. This F is in fact the restoring force. Better is to write the Fr. Restoring force. This force is your applied force. Applied force or deforming force. You remember that applied force is always equal to the restoring force. Sign is opposite because applied force is this direction and restoring force obviously just opposite inside the material. After the how we are going to understand applied forces, if just after the removal of this force, restoring force comes into act inside the material and it restores, just opposite. So now our purpose is to find the elastic potential energy. So we have to find the work done. As I told you, always we have to find the work done. So work done will be, say, F dot we have taken, say, the small distance dx. Here x is there because differentially, or we are going to in case of the calculus part, we have taken for the finding the work done. How we are going to find out? Say for example, initially the small distance dx is there when the F force is applied. So F dot dx, small work done. So small work done, we have to write a dw. So F dot ds, F is your F, which F? This F is your applied force, which is equal to the minus of Fr, restoring force. So ultimately it will become the kx into dx into, here the direction of the applied force is this, direction of the displacement is also the same, so we have to write the cos 0 degree. So ultimately what we are getting kx to dx, here dw into cos 0 is 1 into 1. So now the total work done, integration work done is equal to kx dx. Say I am going to take the limit 0 to x, say capital X, total. So ultimately kx square by 2 ultimately half k x capital X square minus 0, no problem is there. So that is your work done, and that is your in fact elastic potential energy, half kx square. That is the elastic potential energy, right? We can also find out this particular formula by the graphical way also. The x, the F, up to the certain limit, elastic limit, if I am going to apply the F, x is also proportionality increases, so we will get the graph up like that. So if I am going to find the work, the area under the graph, so here it is, say the x point is there, this will represent the x-axis, displacement is this direction, force is this. Say up to here the displacement is x and force is your this one, force is your F, applied force. So area under the graph, that is your work done. We have just now gone through it. So that is your half, as it is a triangle, right angle triangle, half into b into h. B becomes ox, means x. We have taken this x into this f, and we know f is equal to kx. So half into x into kx, that is half kx square. That is the elastic potential energy. Now derivation of the kinetic energy. Kinetic energy, you know, the energy possessed due to its motion. is the kinetic energy. How we are going to derive? Let us consider one car is having mass m and it is moving with the initial speed u, and after small interval of time its speed changes to v, right? And acceleration is small a. Then we are going to use the equation of motion. If we are going to use the equation of motion, equation of uniformly accelerated motion, accelerated motion that we know, v is equal to u plus at, s is equal to ut plus half at square, v square is equal to u square plus 2as. So here we are using v square is equal to u square plus 2as. Our purpose is to find the kinetic energy. Means we are going to find the work done. We are going to find the work done. Now v square is equal to this much. If assume car starts from rest, that means u is equal to 0. For convenience, for simplicity, we are using it, assume it, simplicity. For simplicity we are using it. Then what happens? V square is equal to 2as. A becomes v square by 2s, right? For simplicity, as I told you, because our purpose is to find the force. So force is equal to mass into acceleration. Mass m, acceleration is this v square by 2s. Now the work done is equal to F dot S. Car is moving in this direction. Force is applied in this direction. Displacement is also same. So Fs cos theta, cos 0. So ultimately F into S. F is this much, m v square by 2s into what? S. 1 s cancel, that is m v square by 2. Means half m v square is your work done, that is your kinetic energy. Half m v square. That is the formula of the kinetic energy. Right. Another method is there. Now that method is your calculus method. Our purpose is to find the work done, and dw is equal to f dx. Direction is same, theta is 0. Differential way, I have written dw is equal to f dx. Differential way. So how we are going to do it? dw is equal to, in place of f, m into a into dx, or dw is equal to m. In place of acceleration, we can write dv by dt into dx. We can write, because acceleration is rate of change of velocity in the differential form. So we are writing in this way. So dw is equal to m. Now dx by dt, I am writing in this way, dx by dt into dv. We know dx by dt, dx by dt is the rate of change of displacement, that is your v. So ultimately dw is equal to m v dv. That is your small work done. So total work done, for finding the kinetic energy, total work done, just integrate it. W is equal to m integration of v dv, that is m v square by 2, v dv को इंटीग्रेट करेंगे तो v square by 2. So ultimately that is your kinetic energy. Work done is nothing but the kinetic energy in this way, half m v square. That is another way of finding the kinetic energy by the calculus method. Now comes the work energy theorem. Work energy theorem is also an important point. Work done by a force on a body is equal to the change in kinetic energy of the body. Simple theorem is there, but its application is too much. Work done by a force on a body is equal to the change in kinetic energy of the body. So how to prove it? We have to show the work done is equal to change in kinetic energy of the body. Means final kinetic energy minus initial kinetic energy. These things we have to see it properly. Now how we are going to proceed? So we have to find first the work done. Work done. How we are going to find the work done? So work done. Work done we have to find the work done is equal to F dot S is equal to F S cos theta. I am taking the displacement and the force, both are in the same direction, so the theta is 0. So ultimately F into S. So work done is equal to F into S, means mass into acceleration into S. Right? Now, for an object which is moving with the initial velocity u, and after some time its velocity become v, then from that particular equation, which equation we are talking about, v square is equal to u square plus 2as. Here a is the uniformly accelerated motion. So from here we can write in place of a, we can write v square minus u square by 2s. So the same thing we are going to put in this equation, this formula. So it is work done is equal to m v square minus u square by 2s into a into s. This one. In place of a we are writing this. So 1s cancel. Ultimately m v square by 2 minus m u square by 2. Work done. That is equal to kinetic energy final minus kinetic energy initial. That we have to prove it. That is equal to change in kinetic energy. Right? Change in kinetic energy. So we can, this is the proof of this work energy theorem. If anyone is going to ask that you have to find out the force, so we can write another formula is here the kinetic energy final minus kinetic energy initial by S. We can write it in this way. Right? Another question is being asked sometimes, that what is the relation? Another point, a relation between kinetic energy and linear momentum. That is also sometimes its application is being asked in the exam. So kinetic energy, say the K, I am writing kinetic energy, is equal to, we know, half mv square, that is the formula. Our purpose is to find a relation between kinetic energy and linear momentum. So if I am going to multiply m and divide it by m, what's the advantage? Advantage is that half, we are getting m into v whole square by m, like that. Now cross 2mk, k stands for the kinetic energy here, cross is equal to mv square. Mv is there, linear momentum. Linear momentum is denoted by p, that is m into v. Linear momentum, we know, mass into velocity. So p square in place of this p square. So p is equal to under root of 2mk. That is the relation. One form, another form. That is the relations.